more macho I find a man to be, the more obedient and submissive he's likely to be, the more he's likely to go and do an obedient, submissive job like be in the army or follow orders from another man. My boyfriend is a man who has got femininity within him. He's the manliest man I've ever met. Weak man couldn't handle me. His masculinity is so firm, nothing threatens it. Not his femininity and not mine.
I agree with Jamila. I think if you're a man who worries so much about how other men see you as a man, you're not going to be a complete person. And in fact, you're basically performing masculinity. To me, true masculinity is you owning every aspect of what you like, who you are, your spirit, everything about you, and you say, this is me, and you can take it or leave it. A lot of men are playing stereotypes. They're basically LARPing what they believe a man is supposed to be. Why don't you just be the man that you think you're supposed to be, instead of following the templates and the guidelines that these other manosphere men are telling you you're supposed to be? The men who follow red pill creators are actually simps for men, because they're going to do anything they can to make sure they never lose credibility amongst men. You don't need to follow the strict box that men try to put you in. That is the most obedient thing you can do, is to listen to somebody tell you how you're supposed to be and say, yes, sir, I'll do that right away, sir. That is obedience. And that is what I find to be so ironic about these hyper alpha masculine males who say, this is how you're supposed to be as a man, and if you're not that, you're a beta. So then you're going to listen to that man? Doesn't that in itself make you a beta in your world? The most confident men I know don't give a shit what anybody thinks about them. They own who they are, they like who they are, and they don't listen to other people. That is what true masculinity is, in my opinion. Documentaries like Inside the Manosphere on Netflix really revealed that men are looking to men for examples of how to be men because they are lacking role models in their life. I think it's okay for you to define what it is that's a man. I don't think you need to look elsewhere to say, how am I supposed to be a man? How about you define it for yourself? You make your own definition of what it means to be a man today. It doesn't need to be your grandfather's way. It doesn't need to be your great-grandfather's way. Times change, people change. Men can determine what it is that they want to be, and that is more masculine than listening to another guy tell you how you're supposed to be.